So today I'm really excited to have Don Snyder, a friend and a loan partner with Priority Home Lending with me. Good to see you, Don.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So today what we're going to talk about is we're going to back up a little bit. Over the last couple of weeks, we've done some great videos about the mortgage market, the lending market, also the house buying market. But we're going to take a step back. We had a good question come from one of our people that are watching our videos and said, what do I do if I'm not ready to buy a home yet, but yet I want us to get started on the process? So today, Don and I are both going to answer some questions as far as what are the first three things we want to do to get ready to get going on a home. So Don's going to start off, and Don, give me some thoughts.
So Tim, the first thing that comes to mind for me is put your cash in the bank, right? A lot of people have money sitting around from tips, from their side hustle, a gift from grandma and grandpa. And as a lender, part of my job is to create a paper trail of all of the cash going into the transaction. So if you put that money in the bank now, it makes it a lot easier down the road.
This is where working with a really good lender makes my job really easy as a real estate agent, because my first thing that people need to do is talk to a lender. And so this is great advice, talking to a lender, because I don't know about the paper trail, but it's very important. We've been through situations before where somebody may have some money and they call it their PayPal account or something. Let's get it into a regular bank and let's go ahead and get that paper trail established from the beginning. So Don, what would be the second thing after getting your paper trail established that you'd want to do?
Step number 2, I think, is pull your credit, view your credit report, see what's on there, and get it cleaned up. If there are any inaccuracies, there's always a way that you can remedy that. And if it's something that you don't know how to fix or you're not comfortable with, you can always call me and I'll either walk you through the process or put you in touch with somebody who specializes in that specifically.
That's really good advice, because if you don't check your credit often enough, there could be things on that are mistakes. It's not your fault, but it's time to get it taken care of before you start applying for a loan. My number 2 would be start making a list of your wants and needs. Yes, there is a difference between the two of those. There's things that you're going to want in a house, and there's things you're going to need in a house. And those are going to change over time. So that may seem like something you're going to do relatively early, but as you go through this process, it could take 6, 9, 12 months sometimes to get ready to buy a house. Those needs are going to change over time. So go ahead and get that list started, because once you start looking for that home, you want to have an exact idea of what you're looking for. So Don, we've had some great ideas so far. So we were only going to give them 3 ideas today, and we'll have to come back and give them some more at some other late date. So what's the third idea in your mind?
Number 3 for me is to know what you're doing with your employment situation, right? I have to document your ability to repay the loan that you get for a house. And a big part of that, of course, is your income source. So we need to know that you plan on staying at your job, or that, if you're going to switch jobs, that it's something with a similar type of pay, right? So you don't switch from being a W-2 employee to owning your own company, or you don't switch from one career to an entirely different career, because that can derail our mortgage process. So if you plan to switch jobs or to switch careers, it's really important to talk to your loan officer first and make sure that that's not going to derail your mortgage process.
That's great advice, and I really appreciate you giving that kind of advice, because we've seen situations in the past where all of a sudden you decide that the best thing for you to do is go back to school right in the middle of the mortgage process, and that doesn't seem to work too well in the numbers. So my third goal would be start talking to a real estate agent. Make an interview, a 20-minute coffee. They're going to be able to explain to you not only the process, but you're going to get to know whether or not you really like that realtor or not. Yes, it's very early in the process, but sometimes that's what's necessary in order for you to find the right person. Real estate agents love helping people through the process, love connecting you with good lenders that are in the industry that we know we can match personalities with and get you the right kind of person so we can kind of move forward.
Can I add a number 4?
Please.
Number 4 is make sure that you use a real estate agent who educates you, right? Everybody has a friend who's a real estate agent, but are they going to really get you exactly what you need, the way that makes you feel the best, right? Or do you need to look for somebody who takes the time to put together educational videos?
Thank you.
But really shows you what the process is all about and sets you up for success from the beginning.
Great. Well, I really appreciate all of your time today. I appreciate the great advice, and you haven't steered anybody wrong yet, so I thank you for all that.
Thanks, Tim.
To conclude today's video, our goal as professionals is to make this process as stress-free as possible. The more prepared you are for this process, the less stress you're going to have in the end, the better prepared you're going to be, and the stronger buying candidate you are going to be when you get ready to make that purchase. So
Right, and to make it as stress-free as possible, it's just important to really put together a great A-team. So choose the people that you're going to have working for you smartly and choose them early so they can set you up for success.
So in the show notes below, you're going to see Don and I's, both of our contact information. Please feel free to reach out to either one of us. We'd love to be able to help you, and I want to thank you very much for coming out and working with us today.
My pleasure.
All
Thanks
right.
again.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm Don Snyder with Priority Home Lending.
And I'm Tim Olson. I'm a real estate agent with John L. Scott.